All right, everyone, let's get started. I want you all to just stop what you're doing for a second, settle down, close your eyes if you would, and take a nice, deep breath. Now, ask yourself this one simple question. Am I truly living or am I just existing? We all hear it, right? Everybody wants to travel the world. They want their dream car sitting in the driveway. They crave the freedom, the money, the peace of mind, the love, the respect, the happiness. They dream of having a business they can call their own, a relationship that sets their soul on fire, a life that genuinely feels worth living. But here's my question for you. What are you actively doing today to actually get all of that? What specific steps are you taking right now to create that life you've always dreamed about? Are you still mindlessly scrolling through social media feeds? Are you still watching random videos, just letting the time slip away? Are you still making excuses for why you can't start? Still sleeping in late every morning? Still paralyzed by the fear of failure? Still just hoping that things will magically change on their own? Listen up and listen good. This life, this world, it's all very real. But your time? That's finite. It's limited. You don't get a do-over. You don't get a second chance to rewind and try again. You're not going to be reborn into another life to have another shot at it. This is it. This is your life, right now, today, in this very moment. In this video, I'm going to share something with you that maybe nobody else has ever told you before. I'm not here to pump you up with a bunch of empty, feel-good words. I'm here to hold up a mirror so you can see the honest-to-God truth. So you can wake up from this sleepwalk you didn't even realize you were in. You want to change your life. You want to speak English fluently and confidently. You want to earn more money and achieve financial freedom. You want to become confident, powerful, successful, truly unstoppable. Okay, then don't just passively watch this video. Feel it. Listen with your soul. Listen with the urgency of someone in pain. Listen like your life depends on it. Because, in a way, it really does. And if you want to see more videos like this, real talk, no sugarcoating, just the raw truth, then hit that subscribe button right now. We're bringing you something new and valuable every single time. We're not just trying to help you improve your English skills. We're trying to help you fundamentally change your entire life. So let's dive in, shall we? Let's figure out how to stop wasting this one precious life you've been given. Lesson number 1. Time is your life. Don't waste it. Don't kill it. Let me break it down for you even further. You're not killing time. Time is killing you. Every single time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, every time you spend another hour scrolling through Instagram, every time you hit the snooze button on your alarm and drift back to sleep, you're not just wasting a few minutes, you're destroying pieces of your actual life. Because your time is your life. You might not feel it today, but life is constantly moving forward. Every second is slipping away, never to return. You're getting older. Your energy levels are decreasing. Your parents are getting older. Your dreams are patiently waiting. But for how much longer? Let me ask you this. What did you accomplish yesterday? What about the day before that? And what are you even planning to do tomorrow? Still nothing? Still the same old routine? Still waiting for someday? That someday will never come. It's a complete lie. Your dreams don't give a damn about your excuses. The world doesn't care about your reasons. The only thing that matters is your results. Here's the solution. Start valuing your hours like they're made of solid gold. Write down your daily plan, prioritize it. Focus on that one crucial thing that will actually push your life forward. Cut back on social media, even just 1 hour each day. Use that time to read, to learn, to grow as a person. Time is your best friend, but only if you respect it. Otherwise, it will become your biggest, most formidable enemy. Lesson number 2. Stop playing the blame game and start building your own damn life. Your life is your responsibility, period. Not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not your government you. Only you're in charge. People waste years of their lives complaining and crying about what they didn't get. I didn't go to a good school. My family doesn't support my ambitions. I don't have enough money. I don't have the time. I don't have the talent. Excuses, excuses, and more excuses. Do you know who actually wins in life? It's the person who looks at all that and says, I don't care what I didn't get. I'm going to create something from nothing. Just look around you. Some of the most influential and powerful people in the world Many of them started with absolutely nothing. No money, no support system, no guidance whatsoever. But they had one thing: a burning hunger, an unquenchable fire, a relentless decision to change everything. Take someone like Oprah Winfrey, for example. Born into poverty, experienced horrific abuse as a child. And today, she's a billionaire and one of the most admired and respected people on the planet. She didn't just sit around and cry about her circumstances. She didn't place the blame on others. She built her empire. So here's the solution. Accept your story, but don't let it define you. Don't become a victim of it. Say this to yourself every single day: I am responsible for my own life. Write down all your problems on a piece of paper. Then, right next to each problem, write down at least one potential solution. And then take action, even if it's just a small step. You're not weak. You are not unlucky. You're simply not harnessing your full potential. Lesson number 3. Your comfort zone is a trap, and you need to escape it right now. So you wake up, immediately check your phone, grab something to eat, watch some videos, scroll through Instagram for hours, maybe study a little, and then go back to sleep. And then repeat the whole cycle again tomorrow. It feels easy, it feels relaxing, right? But do you know what's really happening here? You're slowly dying from the inside out. Your comfort zone is silently killing your dreams because there is absolutely no growth within it. All success, everything you truly want, lives outside of that zone. You want to speak fluent English? Then start speaking, even if you make 100 mistakes. You want to start your own business? Then start, even if you fail the first 10 times. But most people never even get started. Why? Because they're scared to feel uncomfortable. They're afraid of failure, afraid of embarrassment, afraid of people laughing at them. Let them laugh. Let them doubt you. But you just keep moving forward. Think of it like a seed. If it stays buried beneath the soil, it will never become a tree. It has to break through the ground, face the sun, face the wind. Only then can it grow into something powerful. Different. The solution is to do something uncomfortable every single day. Speak English, even if you're terrified. Join that class. Apply for that job. Post that video. Fail proudly. Fail loudly, but always fail forward. Because nothing truly great ever came from playing it safe and staying inside your comfort zone. Lesson number 4. I'll do it later is the biggest lie you're telling yourself. Let me be brutally honest with you. If you're someone who constantly says, I'll do it later, then you need to understand this fundamental truth. You are lying to yourself. And the more you lie to yourself, the more you slowly, quietly, and permanently destroy your own life. I'll do it later is the voice of laziness. It's the voice of fear. It's the voice of your weaker self trying to keep you trapped. It doesn't actually mean, I will do it later. It really means, I don't want to do it at all. Look around you. The people who win in life are not the ones who say later. They're the ones who say now. Right now, this very second. They take action even if they don't feel completely ready, even if they're scared, because they know that later almost always becomes never. You keep saying you want to learn English? Then do it now. You keep saying you'll start exercising, start a side hustle, read a book, fix your sleep schedule, meditate. And when exactly is that later going to arrive? Next week? Next month? Next year? Time is not your slave. It doesn't wait around for you. You don't get a message saying your time is almost up. It just ends. And you'll be left with one thing: regret. The worst possible pain in this world. For example, think about that YouTube channel you wanted to start 2 years ago. You didn't do it. Why? Because of fear. Because you kept saying later. And now someone else is doing it. Someone else is living your dream. And you're sitting there watching their videos, thinking, that could have been me. The solution here is simple. Set a timer for just 10 minutes. Whatever it is, just start it now. Stop overthinking everything. Tell yourself this: if I don't do it now, I probably never will. And just begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, just begin. One small action right now is infinitely better than 100 perfect plans for later. Lesson number 5. Stop thinking and start doing. Your mind can be your best friend, but it can also be your worst enemy. And for most people today, their mind is their own personal prison. Why? Because they think way too much and do absolutely nothing. You want to start a business? You spend months just thinking about it. You want to speak English fluently? You think about speaking, you watch videos, you take notes, but you never actually speak. You want to go to the gym? You plan out the perfect routine, you buy all the right clothes, you download the app, but you never actually go. Overthinking is destroying your life. You think so much that you become exhausted before you even start. You imagine the failure before you even try. You write the story of your defeat before you even play the game. And that's why you stay stuck. Thinking is definitely important, but only for a limited amount of time. After that, it just turns into fear, and fear is a goddamn liar. You don't need to know everything to begin. You just need to begin. You want to improve your English skills? Then don't just watch motivational videos. Start speaking. Start writing. Start listening every single day. Speak in front of the mirror. Record your own voice. Make mistakes. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need perfect English. You just need to do it. Imagine someone who wants to learn how to swim. He reads books about swimming, watches 50 different videos, buys the best swimsuit, and talks to professional swimmers, but he never actually jumps into the water. Will he ever learn how to swim? Of course not. You're doing the same thing with your dreams. The solution is to think for 10 minutes and then act for the next 10 hours. Build momentum. Let action become your default habit. Shut down your mind and let your hands move. Let your legs move. Let your life move. Because success doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing. Lesson number 6, be that guy, the one who actually gets things done. Don't be the lazy one. Don't be the one who constantly complains. Don't be the one who always gives up at the first sign of difficulty. Be the guy who does what others won't. Be the guy who wakes up early while others are still sleeping. Who studies diligently while others are out partying. Who speaks up confidently when others are scared. Who believes in himself when others laugh. Who keeps going relentlessly when others quit. Be the guy who inspires others without even saying a word. Not everyone will believe in you, and that's perfectly okay. Not everyone will support your dreams, and that's fine too. You support yourself. You believe in yourself. People will inevitably doubt you. They'll say you've changed. Let them. You're not here to stay the same. You're here to grow, to evolve, to become the kind of person who doesn't need validation from anyone else because their success speaks volumes for itself. In every family, in every group of friends, there's always that one person who achieves something extraordinary, the one who proves everyone wrong. Why not you? Why do you automatically assume that success is only meant for someone else? Why not you? Be that guy. So the solution here is simple. Every morning, ask yourself, what would a disciplined person do today? Then go out there and do that. Dress like success, talk like success, walk like success. Don't tell people your plans. Show them your results. Be that guy who people are still talking about years later because you changed everything. Lesson number 7. It's you versus you. Your biggest enemy isn't out there in the world. It's not your friend, not your family, not your job, not your phone. It's you. It's the part of you that tells you to quit. The part that whispers, I'm tired. The part that rationalizes, it's okay to be average. The part that coaxes, let's just relax. That version of you is the real enemy, and you have to fight him every single day. You versus you, that is the real battle. The lazy you versus the ambitious you. The scared you versus the brave you. The sleepy you versus the hungry you. The version of you that wants to stay safe versus the version of you that wants to change the world. Every day you wake up, you're faced with a choice. Who will win today? Let's say you want to stop using your phone after 10 p.m. At first, you're going to fail. You'll open it, you'll scroll, you'll lose track of time. But if you keep trying every single night, turning it off, putting it in another room, writing down your goal, you will build that willpower. Soon, you'll become the person who controls his habits, not the person controlled by them. So start small. Choose one thing you don't want to do and force yourself to do it anyway. Build daily discipline. Reward yourself for completing it, not for avoiding the temporary pain. Speak to yourself like a leader. I don't break promises to myself, because the day you master your willpower is the day you truly take control of your life. Lesson number 9. Comparison is actively killing you. Let me say this as clearly as possible. If you keep comparing yourself to others, you will never, ever be happy. Do you know why most people secretly hate their lives? It's because they spend more time watching other people's lives than they do building their own. You go on Instagram and you see someone with a better body, a better car, a better house. You see someone speaking better English, getting more views, more likes, more money, and you immediately start hating yourself. You start thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I be like them? Why is their life so perfect and mine is such a mess? But here's the brutal truth. You are comparing your behind-the-scenes reality with their carefully curated highlight reel. You're seeing 15 seconds of their life and comparing it to your entire 24 hours. You don't see their breakdowns, their pain, their loneliness, their failures. You don't see the 100 nights they cried or the 1,000 times they fell. And yet, you still let this constant comparison completely destroy your confidence. Let me tell you something raw and unfiltered. The fastest way to completely kill your progress is to compare it to someone else's success. You have your own path, your own timeline, your own unique struggles, and your own individual destiny. If a sunflower and a rose started comparing their heights and colors, they would both completely forget how beautiful they truly are. So stop looking left and right. Look straight ahead. Your race is with yourself. The solution: unfollow the people who make you feel like you're not good enough. Focus on your own journey. Track your growth from last month, not someone else's growth from today. Replace comparison with inspiration. Learn from them, but don't hate yourself simply because you were never meant to be them. You were born to be better than who you were yesterday. Lesson number 10. Don't take advice from people who haven't actually done it themselves. Not everyone who gives advice is qualified to speak. If you want to build a house, you don't ask the opinion of the guy who lives under a broken roof. If you want to learn how to get rich, don't ask your broke friend for advice. If you want to speak fluent English, don't ask the one who's too scared to even open his mouth. Ask the one who has already done it, who has lived it, who has failed repeatedly and then finally won. The internet is absolutely flooded with people talking, but most of them are just noise. Words with no real-world experience, opinions with no accompanying pain. Don't let these people confuse your journey. You are the driver of your own life. So don't take directions from someone who has never even driven. For example, maybe your uncle says, don't start a business, it's too risky. But has he ever actually started a business himself? No. He's worked a 9-to-5 job his entire life. So why would you listen to someone who has never even walked that path? The solution is to ask yourself, has this person actually achieved what I want to achieve? If yes, listen carefully to what they have to say. If not, thank them politely and move on. Don't be rude, but don't be stupid either. Protect your vision, because one wrong piece of advice from the wrong person can delay your dream by 10 years or more. Lesson number 11. Pick yourself. This world isn't going to pick you. They won't start clapping for you until it's far too late. They won't believe in your potential until you've already made it big. They won't offer their support when you need it the most. So what are you supposed to do? Pick yourself. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to tell you that you're finally good enough. Stop waiting for a phone call, a message, a chance, a stage, a partner, a lucky break. Pick yourself, because you're not here to be chosen. You're here to create, to lead, to win. The most successful people in the world didn't just sit around and wait for someone to pick them. They took the initiative and just started. They didn't beg for anyone's approval. They approved themselves. J.K. Rowling got rejected 12 times before Harry Potter was finally published. What if she had just sat around waiting for someone to believe in her? She picked herself, and the rest of the world followed. The solution is to write your own name on the opportunity. Start that YouTube channel. Start writing that book. Start that podcast. Apply for that job, even if you don't feel completely ready. Tell yourself, I don't need anyone to pick me. I pick myself every single day. Because the world simply can't ignore someone who believes in themselves that strongly. It becomes nearly impossible not to notice them. Lesson number 12. No risk, no story. You want a story worth telling? Then you need to understand this fundamental truth. You can't achieve greatness without taking risks. No successful life is ever built inside a comfort zone. No powerful person ever became powerful by just playing it safe. You will never live a truly legendary life by just acting like everyone else. Every person you admire, every champion, every billionaire, every source of inspiration, they all had to risk something. Their money, their time, their comfort, their safety, their peace of mind. And many times, they even risked their own hearts. But guess what? Without risk, your life becomes quiet, silent, predictable, safe, and ultimately empty. Because at the end of your life, no one will remember how safely you played it. They'll remember what you created, what you dared to do, and what you built. For example, you're scared to start speaking English in front of other people because they might laugh at your accent or your mistakes. So you never speak up, years go by, and you still don't speak English fluently. But what if you had just spoken up that one time and it had completely changed your life? What if that one moment of courage could have given you 10 years of reward? The solution here is to take just one small risk today. Talk, apply, post, build, message. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could realistically happen? Then ask yourself, what if it actually works? Because without risk, there is no adventure, no fire, no growth, and ultimately, no real story to tell. So stop hiding. Be the one who dared to take the leap. Be the one who jumped. Be the one with the scars, not the one filled with regrets. Lesson number 13. The clock is ticking, and it doesn't give a damn if you're ready or not. Let me say this loud and clear. Time isn't waiting for you. The clock isn't slowing down because you're tired. It's not stopping because you're confused or scared or waiting for the perfect moment to arrive. Life is constantly running, and every second that slips through your fingers is a second you'll never get back. And the worst part is that you won't even realize how much time you've actually lost until one day you wake up 10 years older, standing in front of the mirror with tears in your eyes, asking yourself, what the hell happened to all my dreams? You're not too young. You're not too old. You're not too busy. You're just making excuses. Let me ask you something. When are you finally going to stop watching other people win and start creating your own damn life? Are you going to let your dreams just rot inside your mind until they eventually die in silence? Or are you going to stand up, face the mirror, and say, no more time wasting? I'm going to become the person I was born to be. Do you know what's scarier than failure itself? It's regret. That pain will stay lodged in your chest like a sharp knife, forever. So listen to me very carefully. Stop acting like you have all the time in the world because you don't. The clock is ticking, and your time is now. Lesson number 14. Nobody cares, and that's your greatest power. This might hit you hard, but you desperately need to hear it. Nobody cares about your problems. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody feels your pain the way you do. You're waiting for some kind of sympathy or validation. Forget about it. People are far too busy fighting their own battles. They might listen to you for a few seconds, nod their heads politely, and then just move on with their lives. That's the plain, unvarnished truth. But here's the twist. That harsh reality is also your greatest power. Because if nobody cares, then you are completely free to do whatever the hell you want. You're free to fail, to try again, to look stupid, to fall down, and then rise up again. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need their permission. You only need one thing, yourself. You want to cry? Then go ahead and cry. But don't just sit there wallowing in your sorrow. Wipe away your tears, clench your fists, and rise up like a goddamn warrior. Use that pain, convert it into a powerful purpose. Take that loneliness and transform it into unwavering strength. Nobody cares, but you care, and that's all that truly matters. So build your life like nobody's watching, because guess what? They're not. Lesson number 15. Why not now? People always say things like, I'll start from next week, or I'll start next month, or I'll definitely start next year. But let me ask you a simple question. What exactly is going to change between now and then? Will you suddenly become more motivated? Will life magically become easier? Will all your fears suddenly disappear? No. The truth is that if you can't start right now, you probably won't ever start at all. You keep waiting for that perfect moment, but let me tell you, there's no such thing as a perfect time. Life is always messy. Your mind will always find a reason to delay. But every single second you wait, your dreams fade just a little bit more. Imagine your goals slowly turning into dust, simply because you were waiting for something that will never come. The world doesn't wait. Opportunities don't wait. and time certainly doesn't wait. So why are you? You want to start your fitness journey? Then start now. You want to learn English? Then start now. You want to fundamentally change your life? Then start right now. Not next Monday, not next New Year's Day, but now. Because if you can take just one small step right now, even just one, that could be the very beginning of a whole new life. So tell me, why not now? Give me one solid reason, and I guarantee you won't find any. Start now. Lesson number 16. If you don't like your life, then create a brand new version of it. Look around you. Is this the life you genuinely wanted? Are you waking up every day with a fire burning in your chest? Or are you dragging your feet through each day, pretending to be happy while slowly dying inside? Be honest with yourself. You hate your routine, your job, your habits, and your overall energy level. But you're still doing the exact same things every single day and somehow expecting things to magically change? That's the very definition of insanity. Here's the truth you need to hear. You are the architect of your own life. You aren't a tree. You're not rooted in place. You have the freedom to move, the capacity to grow, and the ability to completely rebuild yourself. If the life you're currently living feels inauthentic, then don't hesitate to demolish it and begin anew. Change your hairstyle, adjust your habits, cultivate new friendships, alter your surroundings, and transform the way you perceive the world. Stop mimicking what everyone else is doing and start constructing your unique version of life. You don't need to wait for a major crisis or hit rock bottom to make these changes. You just need to make the decision right now. You're not a victim. You're an artist, and life is your canvas. Create your new masterpiece. Make it impactful, make it beautiful, and make it unforgettable. Expectations, the prison of dreams. Let me tell you about my buddy Nick. He's one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. He excelled in academics. He's a great communicator, and he always had ambitious dreams. But guess what? He's trapped in a dead-end 9-to-5 job that he absolutely despises. He wakes up feeling exhausted and goes to bed feeling frustrated. Every day feels like a carbon copy of the one before. He confessed to me, "Man, this isn't the life I envisioned for myself." I asked him, "Then why are you doing it?" And he replied, "Because it's what my family expects of me, because society expects it, and because people will ridicule me if I deviate from the norm." Let me be blunt. Expectations will crush your spirit. People will try to confine you to a box, telling you, "Stay here, don't dream too big, don't try anything new, just play it safe." But here's the truth. Their expectations are not your destiny. If you live your life solely to please others, you'll ultimately end up hating yourself. You'll put on a smile in public while secretly crying in your room. You'll feel like a prisoner trapped inside your own body. Is that the kind of life you truly desire? You weren't born to fulfill someone else's dreams. You were born to pursue your own. And sometimes that means disappointing others. Sometimes it means saying no. Sometimes it means walking your own path, even if it means doing it alone. So break free from the chains, remove the mask, stop living for others, and start living for yourself. This is your life, not your parents', not your relatives', not society's. It's yours. Your pain is your power, but only if you stop concealing it. You've been through some tough experiences, perhaps things you've never shared with anyone. Maybe you cry in silence. Maybe people are unaware of the extent of your inner suffering. Maybe you were betrayed. Maybe you failed. Maybe they laughed at you, rejected you, or ignored you. And now you carry this heavy burden in your heart, pretending that everything is all right. But it's not, and you know it, and I know it. Let me tell you something. That pain inside you can either destroy you or empower you. The choice is yours. You see, most people run from pain. They avoid it and hide it behind fake smiles and distractions. But the strongest people in the world harness it. They take that pain and use it as fuel. They say, "You know what? That suffering made me tougher. That heartbreak taught me self-respect, and that failure taught me to grow." Don't be ashamed of your pain. Be proud of it. You survived. You're still breathing, which means you're stronger than whatever tried to break you. Transform your pain into art, into discipline, into motivation, into a voice that proclaims, I will never allow anyone to make me feel worthless again. You're not broken. You're simply being rebuilt into something more powerful. Remember this. The darkest nights produce the brightest stars. Let the pain sharpen you, not silence you. Starve your distractions. Feed your focus. Right now, there are two wolves vying for dominance within your mind. One is called distraction, and the other is called focus. The one that prevails is the one you nurture more. Every time you spend hours mindlessly scrolling on your phone, engaging in gossip, overthinking, or binge-watching shows for no reason, you're feeding the distraction wolf. And the more you feed it, the weaker your dreams become. Your brain becomes lazy, your motivation fades, and you start believing lies like, I'll do it tomorrow or it's too late now. But let me ask you something. How long will you continue to betray your own future for a little momentary comfort? Do you want success? Do you want to become someone your younger self can be proud of? Then starve those distractions. Turn off your phone, cut out toxic people, and say no to every useless invitation. Set boundaries like a warrior, and then sit down and nourish your focus. Read, work, learn, build, fail, and try again. Focus isn't innate, it's trained like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Imagine this. If you dedicate your full focus for just 1 year, 365 days of pure, concentrated effort, your life will be unrecognizable compared to where it is today. That's not magic. That's mathematics. That's discipline. That's real. Starve the wolf that destroys you and feed the one that builds you. That's how you win. Life doesn't owe you anything, so fight for everything. Let me put it in the most raw and unflinching terms possible. The world doesn't care about your potential. It only rewards your performance. You might be a good person, you might have a big heart, you might have dreams, but if you're not putting in the work, if you're not showing up, if you're not proving your worth, life will ignore you. That's the cold, hard truth. You want success? Nobody's going to hand it to you on a silver platter. There's no fairy godmother coming to grant your wishes, no genie in a bottle, and no such thing as perfect timing. It's all on you. You've got to stop crying for help and start fighting like hell. Stop waiting for someone to believe in you and start becoming someone you believe in. That hunger, that fire, that burning desire to rise above, it has to come from within. Nobody is going to feel it for you. Yes, life is unfair. Yes, you'll likely have to endure more hardship than others. Yes, some people are born with more advantages. But so what? Are you just going to sit there and wallow in self-pity? Or are you going to stand up and declare, I don't care how hard it gets. I will make it happen. This life isn't a gift. It's a battlefield. You're either fighting or you're slowly fading away. So wake up every day with this mindset. Life doesn't owe me a damn thing, but I will still take everything I deserve. I'll work harder. I'll endure more. I'll show up earlier. I'll keep going when everyone else gives up. And one day, when they ask me, how did you do it? I'll smile and say, I stopped expecting life to be easy, and I started demanding more from myself. You want a crown? Then earn it with blood, sweat, and unwavering dedication. That's the price. Pay it. Now listen to me. Maybe you're watching this right now, and deep down, you're struggling. Maybe it's not just one thing. Maybe everything feels overwhelming. Your finances are tight. Your mind is exhausted. Your health is suffering. Your relationships are crumbling, and you're just trying to survive. Maybe nobody knows the extent of your pain. Maybe you're putting on a brave face in public, but crying yourself to sleep every night. Maybe you feel like you've failed, like nothing is working out. You're wondering, when will things finally get better? Let me say this to you as a brother, as someone who's been through the fire and seen others rise from the ashes. Everything will be all right. I'm not saying that to give you false hope. I'm saying that because I've witnessed it firsthand. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. It may be a long tunnel, it may be dark, and it may feel endless, but there is light. You just can't stop walking. No matter how broken you feel, no matter how long it takes, you are not finished yet. There's more to your story, more to your future, and more inside you than you can possibly imagine. Your worst days are not the end. They're the beginning of a stronger, smarter, and more powerful version of you. And I want you to hear me now. If you don't have a dream, Find one. You don't need a perfect, meticulously detailed plan. You just need a dream that ignites your soul, a reason to wake up in the morning, something worth fighting for. Once you have that dream, protect it fiercely, chase it relentlessly, and build it with your own two hands. Learn something new every day, grow every day, and work hard even when nobody is applauding your efforts. Be obsessed with knowledge, with discipline, and with your mission. Don't waste time dwelling on what's wrong with the world. Focus on what's right within you. And never forget this. You have no idea what you're truly capable of. You think you're weak? You're not. You think you're behind? You're just warming up. You think it's too late? It's not. You think nobody believes in you? I believe in you. You're more powerful than you can possibly imagine. You are not just an ordinary human being. You are a storm waiting to erupt. And when you finally do, the world will watch you in awe and say, "Where did this person come from?" And you'll say, "I came from the fire, I came from pain, I came from rock bottom, and I made it." So now, pick up your heart, straighten your posture, wipe away your tears, and start walking again. Because your future is waiting, your greatness is waiting, and your dream is waiting, and it's time to go get it. Thanks for watching this video. Take action today, not tomorrow. I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong.